Alright, hello and welcome everybody back to another video. I'm your Sim CFI, which means I'm your flight instructor for any simulator purposes. If you have questions on Microsoft, P3D, or DCS, leave a comment down below, and I'll be sure to answer best I can. In saying that, I'm also a world pilot for the CRJ900, so if you have questions on the RJ or how to become a pilot in general, leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to answer it best I can, and if I can't, I'll get someone who does, and I'll get back to you with that. Today we're taking our first video actually into the real world. I've just upgraded my headset. We're going to be taking a look at the A30 by Bose. I used to rock the A20s. These headsets, you kind of see it showing their age if I pan down. And it's kind of just been, it's been thrown around quite a bit. So these got me from my third or fifth hour ever flying, all the way up until my last flight last week in the RJ, where I was ferrying it back home. They still work. It's not like they don't work. What I've noticed is after couple hours, and especially a long 6-hour, 8-hour day of just, you know, turns and flying and that kind of thing, stretched upon 4 days, they start to get quite compressive on my head, and I have to wear glasses and sunglasses and things like that. So what I think for GA, these are great because your flights won't last that long and you're not going to be doing that much flying. But when I tried these in store, they were just super comfortable, so I picked them up. So we'll be doing a review on the Bose A30, and just for a quick reference, I'll bring out the 20s. These are them. I had to replace my the top part here with some generic one I found on Amazon because I lost it. That was quite a while ago, but yeah, they still work. What I found with these as well, the cups don't like encapsulate my ear. I don't know if that's the right word for that, but they don't. It kind of squishes my ear a little bit, which I never really noticed until I tried these ones on. But yeah, 100% still work. These are the Bluetooth model. The Bluetooth still works just fine. If you don't know how this works, once you're in the airplane, you plug these two plugs in. These are your standard GA plugs, which also work for most airliners and other aircraft, like the 172, the Seminole, the RJ 737, they all work. That's the style GA plug. And then this is your control panel, I guess, where you can turn on the sound muting. This is the A20, keep in mind. You can turn on the sound muting. You turn on and sync up the Bluetooth. You can adjust volumes of the headset a little bit there. And then down here, you can choose to mute the Bluetooth audio if someone's talking, if there's any ATC or intercom talk. Mix the audio together with the Bluetooth, or have it off completely, Bluetooth off, which also will drain the batteries. So if you're not using Bluetooth, turn it off, and you'll be able to keep your batteries longer. So yeah, that's my 20s. I'll put these to the side. Now we're going to take a look at the Bose A30. I already opened them up because there's a lot of tape to get them open, but they come with this little pamphlet here that you can get your warranty and all that stuff. So make sure to sign all that up online. So I just hit the camera there, stabilize that. I'm in actually my flight simulator room, so you can see if I pan to the left. Got the PU Air Korea. Oh, there we go. Minimized overhead panel, FCU and EFIS is by Wing, and then a custom 737 that my friend built me, and the MCBU down there by Wing, and my Thrustmaster Warthog down there as well. So I'm in my simulator room, thought I'd film it over here. Be sure to go check out PU Air Korea as well if you're looking for a minimized overhead panel or a MCBU that you can hot swap with different faceplates. A lot of cool stuff from them. And Wing is Wing, you know the drill. They're awesome as well. So we'll open these up. Standard way to open them. There you go. Just gonna brush that against my monitor. Sorry if I'm talking away from the mic there. So you get the new case. Move the box to the side. Actually, I'll go with what's in the box first. There's a couple just pamphlets and things. So you get a Bose aviation headset. What to do? Press the volume up for volume up. So I wouldn't have figured that one out. And you get the quick little manual. Never used them before. That's how you do. Pretty standard stuff. I think everyone can, for the most part, figure them out. With that, just hit my camera again. You can tell I'm not really good at this. Anyways, that's the new case. Let me move this Bose out of, or the box out of the way here. Just chuck it to the side. Sorry about my dirty mouse pad. I've had this for a lot of years. I gotta get a new one. But yeah, this is your new case. Oh, let me get the old case out. That's the old case. At least my old case. Got a bit of a pocket in the back. No pocket in the back. Oh, refund. And yeah, obviously your carrying strap. I kind of like the pocket. This isn't a pocket either. Yeah, I kind of like when I was an instructor, sometimes I would just throw a map or an E6B in here and just walk out to the plane. So kind of like that better for that case. I don't think there's any pockets that I can find. I'm trying to scratch away. Nothing there. So it's just a bag. As you open like as you would. Got some goodies up in here. You get this kind of jack to jack. I don't think I've ever used that, but I guess you could use it if you have an old iPhone. You can plug it into right there, then into your phone or something. I really don't know why you'd have that, but it comes with that. I'm not going to use it. 2 AA batteries. So I'll get to those, which is nice that they include those. This thing, which I would assume is something for the wires to coordinate them a bit, but I don't know. And then that is it. So that's, oh, hit the camera. That's what you get in that little pouch. And then it was presented nicer. I untangled it already. This isn't a first unboxing, but, and this is the headset. Obviously it extends, so you can do that. It's just so much more of a, the cups are bigger feeling on my ear, so they kind of hold my ear rather than the other one kind of smushed my ear, if that makes sense. And it just feels like you're not really wearing a headset. When you put this on, you don't really feel it all that much. Whereas the other one, the A20, again, they're very good. It's a very good headset. Works very well sound meeting wise, but you know they're put on, at least for me. And after a few hours, they will start to get a bit compressive. You kind of get used to it, but they do get a bit compressive. So that's that. I would assume this has to do something with the noise canceling, but that's that. And then on to this. Let me get the old headset out here so you guys see the comparisons. Good thing these wires are long. So this is the A20. This is the A30. So kind of the same. See if the camera will focus here. There we go. Kind of the same thing going on. You got power at the top. Actually, you got volumes at the top, so you can do both. Power is the next one to turn on the sound muting and the Bluetooth function. Then you have ANC, which is active noise canceling. That's a new thing here. At least I think that's what that stands for. I'm kind of guessing, but it's probably what it stands for. And basically, in this model, you have noise canceling on or off. In this model, you have noise canceling on high, medium, or low. So if you're like in a, you know, a 7.4 or a 320, some maybe even the RJ, you can go, you know, medium to lows. You don't need to be noise canceled all that much. And then if you're in the props or the turbo props, you can throw it on high. And I assume it'll be comparable to this. I'll be editing this video, and in the later part of this video, I'll be actually in the airplane, and I'll give you some after post-flight thoughts. I haven't flown with these yet, so this is all pre-flight. Anyways, you can change different modes of active noise canceling. You have your Bluetooth on / syncing with your Bluetooth thing, and then the same down here with if you want to mute the audio from Bluetooth if someone talks, mix the audio if someone talks in your airplane or ATC, and then off. So that's all there. And then again, your standard GA plugs. These are the same. What I lost on my A20 was this little clip, so that'll be nice that I can hang my headset somewhere and not have it dangling all the time. And the A20 did also have that little jack, which I never used. Same here. Although now you're missing that nice little silver. But that's it. So this is kind of my little review before I've flown with it. And after, I'll show you how we plug it into the airplane. And after I fly with it, I'll give you a bit of a rundown of what I thought. So thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you guys after we fly. Alright guys, so it's been about a week or two since I've been flying with the new A30 Bluetooth model, and I can tell that one, they're ridiculously more comfortable. I don't notice they're even on my face or my head. And the other thing is, in the A20 days, I had to have the audios kind of always being manipulated, either turning it up, turning it down, turning ATC up, turning it down, turning the captain up, turning it down. Whereas in the A30s, sorry, I'm just a little sick, but in the A30s, the volume can pretty much stay mid lows, and and it's very well balanced, and I can hear everything a lot better. So if you're looking for a new headset, a very comfortable new headset, if you never owned a 20 before, just get the 30s. If you're going from a 20 to a 30, if you're in the jets, I would say make the jump if you have the means. If you're in the turboprops or in the GA stuff, I would just keep the 20s, as the sound muting I think was a little bit more actually in the 20s. But I hope this helps you make your decision, and I'll see you guys in the next video.